always, Nigeria coming at you today with another chronicle. To those of you who are just joining my channel, I just want to say thank you so much for coming and joining. I hope that you like and subscribe and comment so that we can keep in touch. To those of you who have been watching my channel and following my journey from the very beginning, as always, I just want to send you my greatest thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am slowly but surely watching this channel grow and flourish, and in 2020 I want to make sure that it grows as large as it can possibly do for the year. So I'm hoping to gain a few more thousand subscribers this year and continue to grow it every single year. If you hear some bad children in the background, I'm sorry about that. My kids are acting crazy. It's the morning, you know, the holidays are over, they gotta head back to school. They're not too happy about being up this early. So as y'all know, with the Car Chronicle edition of my channel, I don't talk about anything too serious. Sometimes when I'm in school and I get out of school, or when I'm headed to class, I do, you know, recap of what happened that day. However, I don't go back to school till the 20th, so no recap there. I do want to touch on the fact that I did print off my syllabus for this coming semester. So I have glanced at the syllabus to see what this semester, or this first half of the semester, so the first 7.5 weeks, is going to entail. I am headed into Med-Surg 2 for those of you who are just joining the channel. And then after 7.5 weeks of that, I'll be headed into OB for 7.5 weeks, and then that'll be the conclusion of my second semester of my ADM program. Or if you want to say ASN program, because I think that's what mine is called, the Associates of Applied Science and Nursing. Yeah, so mine is ASN, but there's also in other programs known as an ADN, Associate's Degree in Nursing, whatever the hell yours is called. Just know that that's what the fuck I'm in. Okay, so great. So back to what I was saying. Yes, I have been doing, sorry about that noise. It's something on my door. Let me get it out because it's just rolling back and forth. I have been looking over the syllabus, like I said, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. For those of you who know, when I was posted the video about my goals for this coming year, I was talking about how I wanted to find a job, so I was filling out all these applications and things like that. So just to touch on that, I ended up with 2 interviews. So the first interview was on the 2nd, and it was a phone interview, and basically the lady was just like, you know, I'm going to forward your information to the hiring manager, and if she's interested, then I'll contact you in a week or 2. Long story short, the next day I was contacted to schedule a face-to-face interview, and that interview was going to be this Wednesday, I think that's the 8th at 1 p.m. So all praises to the Most High that I get that position. That's a PCT position, and it will be midnight, so I'll do 3 midnight shifts. 3 midnight 12-hour shifts, so from 7 to 7:30. And then I have another interview scheduled. So technically it's 3 interviews that I was scheduled for. It was originally 2 interviews, so 2 phone interviews, and then I got a call back to get a face-to-face interview. So that first interview then became 2 interviews. And so the original second interview is going to be this Friday, the 10th. And it's a phone interview as well. Same type of position. I want to say same hospital, just a different location and a different department, and same hours. So that's to touch on that. I'm probably going to take, if they, all praises to the Most High and all thanks to the Most High, when they offer me a position, not if, because, you know, we're speaking things into existence, year of 2020. When they offer me a position, I'm probably going to take this first one that I applied for and that I talked to them about, because it's a little further from my house. However, I have to head sort of in that direction anyway when I go drop my boys off, because it's in, like, not Macomb, is that Macomb or is that Warren? I think it's in Warren, Michigan. So yeah, I'll be headed that way. However, they go east when they get dropped off. So if I'm working Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday like I want to, I'll just be able to drop them off and then head right to work. So that'll work for me. Now, another thing I want to touch on is, y'all, your girl still cannot get in the habit of this freaking laundry. I can do a million loads of laundry a day. I will dry them and put them in a basket, and that is it. It's the whole concept of taking it out, folding or hanging. I just can't seem to get my head around it, but I'm going to get it done. I just really have to come up with some type of, I'm sorry about the sun, y'all, and I'm like really bright. It's like the winter time here. Even though it hasn't been a bad winter, it's been actually a great winter. It's just, I'm like really pale right now, guys. I'm sorry. I need some real sun. True enough, I need some sun because you know your girl need a tan. But you know, with all my water drinking and my washing my face and moisturizing, you know, I have really good clear skin, so that's a plus. But luckily, I just turned down a street that the sun doesn't seem to be in this direction. It seems to be in the direction that I was actually just driving in. But anywho, what is it? Oh my god, that's just a commercial. Anywho, so I touched on the interview, touched on laundry, touched on school. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that I'm really just trying to come into a place of peace. And so I still haven't been having the time to do my meditation because I'm telling y'all, with these 4 children, I'm running constantly throughout the day. And so by the time I actually do hit my bed, which is where I wanted to meditate, I wanted to do like a 10-minute meditation session before I fell asleep. But by the time I hit my bed, it be lights out for your girl. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I wake up once I hear my baby crying in the next room, and it be like 5 in the morning. I'm like, damn, where the time go? I literally just laid the hell down. So yeah, needless to say, I haven't been able to do that. I really want to get into that. And then as far as that 36-hour fast, once you guys, I cut my fast short about 8 hours because it was a day that my kids were just driving me bonkers. And so your girl ended up breaking her fast with a glass of Chardonnay. I'm sorry, I did. I know I shouldn't have. I should have held it out, toughed it out for those few more hours. But literally, I needed my Chardonnay. So today, my friends challenged me to do like the 3-day military diet. I did go get the ingredients that I'll need for the foods that I'll need for the diet. Yes, that's a bus, baby. So I'm starting that today. Yesterday I made a seafood boil for me and the babies. It's a ton of food left over. So yeah, that's that, because I can't eat it today because I have the freaking military diet that they challenged me to do. So that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, a few people said they wanted to do it all month long. So like once, 1 3-day session each week. So 3 days out of each week for the entire month to see how much weight we can lose and things like that. So I'm gonna have to go get me a scale so that I can like document where I'm starting at and where I end up at, which is fine because if you guys know, or I don't know if you know or not, but I did post in my planner, my happy planner that is, that I wanted to lose I think 25 pounds by the end of this month. So yeah, I need to figure out where I'm at and then go from there. So that's that. What else did I want to talk to y'all about really quick, because you see, I'm really trying to get this content out to you guys. Like, no lie, I really want to make sure that I am putting in a decent amount of effort to get at least a video out each week, and that is my goal for this year. So far I think I've been doing pretty good. So yeah. Oh, so one of my subscribers reached out to me, shout out to her, and she wanted to know about the dosage calculation exams and things like that. So I guess in her program, I'm not really sure what state she's in, but in her program, like my program, they give us a blueprint for us to go off of and figure out the problems from there. Like, they say you can make as many problems as you need to off of the blueprint, but just know, like, those are the type of questions you'll get. So she's just starting. Congratulations to her. She's just starting, or she's just about to start the nursing program. She just got accepted, I should say. She starts, I want to say, at the end of January, like when we go back. So I like January 20th, I think she starts, and I go back at that time. And so she reached out to me and she wanted to know if it was okay for her. Well, she reached out to me via email at always.nygeria@gmail.com. She emailed me. She wanted to know if we could exchange information so that if she had any questions, that she really couldn't, get like clarity through an email, if that would be okay. And I told her that would be fine, because I am definitely all about helping one another and things like that. So if I can help, I'm definitely all about helping. So needless to say, she ended up sending me a picture of a few problems that she was having, I don't want to say an issue with, but maybe she was having trouble understanding the way the teacher was explaining it, like the formula that was being used. Because honestly, there's 3 or 4 different ways that you can work out dosage calculation problems. So I know there's ratio and proportion. Some problems you can work out that way. Some problems you can work out by dimensional analysis. I tend to actually work my problems out backwards, which is, I know, kind of weird, but yes, I work them out backwards and I always get them right. Besides when I decide to go and take the dosage calculation exams and my nerves are all over the place and then I fail. And then, of course, before the last attempt, I passed, but it's just come on now. My nerves really, really get the best of me because of the instructor that I have. I guess it's just his presence. And then before the exam, he always writes on the board, to those of you who don't pass, this is the next testing date, blase, blase, split, and if you missed after 3 times, you get dropped from the program. So he always puts that in the atmosphere before you even begin your exam. And it's come on, bro, you couldn't have said that after we got in. Come on now. So anyway, you guys have heard me vent about that in several videos, so I'll move on from there. But the reason I was bringing this up is because I ended up actually, when she sent me the picture of a few of her problems, I was at the hospital with my 4-year-old who decided to flip off the bed and bust his head wide open. So literally he has this gash that I have in the middle of, not in the middle, through his eyebrow as well. I want to say it's the same eyebrow. Aiden. Yep, it's the same eyebrow. And so, yeah, I was at the hospital with him while he was getting stitched up. He ended up needing 5 stitches. So needless to say, my little heart was broken while I was hearing my child screaming bloody murder while they were stitching him up. I have to take him back in 5 days to get them removed. But anyway, yeah, so I couldn't work the problems out right then, but I did end up I reached out to her and I wanted to know if it was okay if I reached back out to her the next day when I worked them out, because I was exhausted. But once again, once I got home, I freaking fell asleep, and then my baby woke up around 3 or 4 in the morning for a bottle. So I went and gave him a bottle and I changed him, and then I was why don't I just work these little 5 problems out really fast? So I worked them out and I sent her a picture of how I do them. So I worked them out step by step of how I do them. So I wanted to know, basically this is all summed up, to know if you guys would have an interest in me doing dosage calculation, kind of not preps, but I guess a prep course for dosage calculation. Because like I said, I ended up with an A in dosage calculation class, or medical math is what they call it at my school. The reason that I've failed a few of them is because I be, really, really nervous. But like I said, I always pass when it counts. I always pass them before I get kicked out. So I took the first one, it took me 2 freaking attempts, but in my school you only get 1 wrong. So yeah, the first one you can get 2 wrong on, and then the second one you can only get 1 wrong on. So needless to say, obviously I passed. But yeah, my instructor really makes me nervous with all the shit he brings up. So I am very good at it. You can actually have your papers next to you if you want to see that I'm going to give you the right answer. It's just I work them out a different way. I know how to do dimensional analysis and different things like that. So anyway, if you guys want a prep course on how to do them, or if you guys are having some concerns with them, you can always email me, sending me a picture of them and I can work them out. Or I do have my desk. It's actually a tempered glass, and it's dry erase, so I can actually do them. And you know, I have like the little desk tripod where I can actually just work the problems out, dry erase them and things like that. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and leave a comment, or you can reach out and email me and let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, and let me know any other videos that you're interested in regarding the program or anything else in life. If there's any topics anywhere that you want me to talk on, like, I am more than willing to talk about whatever with you guys. I love being open and honest with you guys. I love that you guys love that my videos are typically long and raw and real and honest and brutally honest sometimes. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get my kids into school because I have a few things that I have to take care of today. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. It's just a really quick, short little glimpse. I do have a few things that I'm gonna have to update with you guys at the end of the week about, so be looking forward to that video. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be much longer, but I did want to come and do as promised, which is make a video. So I'm just recapping off of last week and just letting you know the slight changes that has happened within that amount of time. So yes, all of my kids are ready to go on to school. I'm about to drop them off. So once again, I thank you for coming to my channel. I hope that you liked the video. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and share. And as always, you are now exiting Nigeria's world.